from Lady Griffin Field on the campus of Dutchtown High School. It's time for 5A District Softball on the Rev Game of the Week. My name is Jeff Porsche, and along with Mike Moeller, we welcome you to today's District Softball matchup between the visiting EA Lady Spartans and the host Lady Griffins. When we return, we'll talk about today's game, followed by the first pitch here on the Rev Game of the Week.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins! Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today. Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Hi, we are live with the PPTV network, where one of the top athletes is about to make his important decision. We know his character, and nothing will hold him back.
I'm glad to have my family and friends here for this choice. It's more than my career. It will affect the rest of my life. I choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
The decision is in. Why choose Peak?
Their reputation and their record of success is unmatched.
When it matters most, another patient chooses Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
For your car. The Ross Downing Buick GMC Buying Center wants to buy your car. It's fast, easy, and fair. No matter what make, no matter what model, no matter what mileage. The Ross Downing Buick GMC Buying Center wants it. And we'll pay you cash for it, even if you don't buy from us. It's the Ross Downing Buick GMC Buying Center in Gonzales. Cash for your car at the Ross Downing Buick GMC Buying Center in Gonzales.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
And welcome back as we are ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. Jeff Porsche and Mike Moeller with you, East Ascension and Dutchtown. But first, before we get to the starting lineups, let's take a look at the coaches really fast, Mike.
Yeah, for EA Lady Spartans, you got Ryan Lewis in his second year turning this team around. Comes in with a record of 24 and 27 overall. 2-6 in district, did lose in the playoffs last year. But like I said, I mean, he's really turning this program around as they've improved tremendously since last year. And then with Dutchtown, we got Nancy Insminger. She's got quite the resume here with the with the Lady Griffin. She's in her 17th year as the head coach.
Has taken them to the state championship one time, and she always puts together a good team. But we are just about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups, so we'll turn it over to the public address announcer right now with the introductions.
Welcome to Dutchtown High School. Today our game features the East Ascension Lady Spartans and your Dutchtown Lady Griffins. Let me first introduce the non-starters for the Lady Spartans. Number 4, Zakaya Green. Number 5, Alicia Brown. Number 18, Claire Guitro. Number 23, Macy Saunier. Number 25, Ashley Crum. Number 31, Marcy Berthelot. Number 34, Dania Davis. And now for the starting lineup. Leading off, the center fielder, number 44, Shelby Lewis. Batting second, the third baseman, number 43, Caden Simeon. Batting third, the pitcher, number 15, Kate Rios. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 22, Corinne Wagasbeck. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 14, Maya Lanu.
And we're ready for the start of today's game, East Ascension at Dutchtown. And so as the Lady Griffins take the field, I'll turn it over to Mike, and he'll give you East Ascension's batting order.
Yeah, leading off today for the Lady Spartans is going to be the center fielder Shelby Lewis. Batting second, Caden Touye. She'll play third base. Hitting third, Kate Reels. She'll be in the circle today. And batting cleanup, second baseman Corin Wagersback. Hitting fifth, the shortstop Maya Lanou. Hitting sixth, the left fielder Grace Burke. The right fielder Madison Stevens hits seventh. Hitting eighth, Toby Landry. She'll be the designated player. And hitting ninth, the first baseman Mackenzie Creel.
And on the mound for Dutchtown, you have Maddie West, who was a hard luck loser last week in the 3-2 game against Santa Maria. She gave up the home run to A.J. Jackson in the bottom of the seventh, the walk-off. But she has a 2.81 ERA and 80 strikeouts opposed to 52 walks. So she is having a great season, and she's going to look to rebound with a win here today, as this is a very important game in District 5-5A. As we look at the standings, this is going to be a big one for Dutchtown as they're trying to catch East Ascension, as East Ascension is 2-2 in district and Dutchtown is 1-3.
Yeah, this is going to be, I just want to touch on Maddie West's performance last week. I mean, that was just awesome. She was stellar, and that performance just came up on the short end. But as we look at these records here, I mean, it's a huge game, pivotal, as you see Santa Maria and Live Oak still at the top, but they're playing each other tonight, and so somebody will have another blemish on their record there.
Right, as the leadoff hitter Shelby Lewis is at the plate, takes a ball for the first pitch. And we'll talk about that as we go on, and we'll try to get updates in that game as the second pitch is fouled away. Count even at 1-1. Shelby Lewis hitting .463 on the season. No homers, 9 RBIs, leads the team in at-bats and hits, and also plate appearances, as you would expect from the leadoff hitter. Number 44, center fielder.
Yeah, as you kind of look at the stat sheet here, I mean, all four of the first four hitters for the Lady Spartans are up over the 400 clip. So we know they're going to swing the bats.
Absolutely. But they're looking at that pitch right there, and Lewis takes a ball. So count 2-1. And you're talking about Maddie West. She had just an outstanding performance. We'll talk about that a little bit more after this pitch. And there's a shot to left. Caught. Great job by Jenna Blanchard with the short liner playing in, makes the catch for the first out.
I mean, off the bat, it looks, immediately you think that's a base hit for sure, but Jenna Blanchard, great jump on that ball. First step in, never checked up. Caught that ball right off the top of her shoelaces.
And so the number 2 hitter, Caden Touye, playing third today for East Ascension, and we'll get to the starting lineups right after this pitch, as one out here in the first. And a strike right down the middle might take over the lineups.
So, yeah, defensively for the Lady Griffins today in the outfield from left to right, Jenna Blanchard, Maddie Keller, and Alexa Womack. On the infield, third baseman Riley Bennett, shortstop Harper Dupree, second base Anna White, and first base Brooke Vicknair. Doing the catching Caroline Mathis, and in the circle, Maddie West.
So you see the lineup right there, as the first pitch was a strike and the second pitch a ball. So count even 1-1 with one out here in the top of the first. And a ball outside, 2-1. So Touye, 415 on the season. She scored 31 runs, leads the team. Also leads the team in walks with 15, but she has 7 homers and 20 RBIs as well.
Yeah, just a freshman, definitely not intimidated by the upperclassmen she's seen so far coming in. I mean, hitting .415 with 7 bombs on the year. Just looks like she's pretty comfortable up there.
As the pitch is fouled away, so now the count 2-2 with one out. Leadoff hitter Lewis lined out to left field. Nice running grab by Jenna Blanchard for the out. 2-2, swing and a miss, and a strikeout. So the second out of the inning, and a nice pitch by West. Okay, the high heat right there.
Yeah, one thing we did, and I mentioned it in the game we did last week, she changed speeds, eye levels, in, out, pitched to 4 corners and changing speeds. I mean, that's how you pitch. You got to give different looks, different speeds, and try to keep them off balance. And you saw what she did to Touye right there, climbing the ladder, just a ball you think you can get to, but not quite.
2 outs. And the opposing pitcher, Katie Reels, is at the plate. Takes a ball. Reels doesn't lead in any categories, but she's good in all of them. She has a .472 average. She has a home run and 24 RBIs, only 7 behind the team leader. Second pitch is a ball. So she just does everything well, and just like we saw at Santa Mar, you had A.J. Jackson as the number 3 hitter and the pitcher. Katie Reels doing the same thing tonight for East Ascension. 2-0 pitch taken for a strike. 2 outs. Top of the first. And a fly ball popped up in play. And the first baseman grabs it, so Vicknair makes the catch for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down. And we go to the bottom of the first. No score, East Ascension and Dutchtown. I'll turn it over to Mike, and he will give you the batting order for the Lady Griffins.
For the Lady Griffins today, leading off is shortstop Harper Dupree. Batting second, the left fielder Jenna Blanchard. Hitting in the 3-hole, the designated players Katie Vanderbeek. And the right fielder, Alexa Womack, will hit fourth. Hitting fifth, Brooke Vicknair is the first baseman. Hitting sixth, Maddie Keller. She'll play center field. The catcher, Caroline Mathis, hits seventh. Anna White, the second baseman, hits eighth. And Riley Bennett, third baseman, hits ninth.
And so you're going to see on the mound here for East Ascension, Katie Reels, as she is making her third start of the season. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, when we had East Ascension and Dutchtown, we saw Alicia Brown. She wanted to be pitching today. Said they're going to go with Katie Reels. She has pitched 15.1 innings, so 15 and a third, and she has struck out 8, but she has walked 16. So has a little trouble with the control, but is going to get a chance to correct that here today against the Lady Griffins.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes with, not as much exposure. She's only had 15 and a third innings on the season. Sometimes you get a few more innings under your belt, you kind of minimize that walk total. So, this could be the first time we hadn't seen Alicia Brown. I don't know. Last couple of years, I think.
Exactly. We've seen her a
East
lot.
Ascension games.
Right. But she will not be pitching today. And so we'll see what Kate Reels can do. She'll face 1, 2, 3 for Dutchtown, Harper Dupree, Jenna Blanchard, and Katie Van Haverbeck. So leading off will be Harper Dupree, the shortstop for the Lady Griffins, hitting .420 and leading in lots of categories. She leads in batting average, plate appearances, at-bats, runs, hits, doubles, RBIs, and strikeouts. First pitch, strike called. This must be the same umpire we've had all 3 times. He had that delayed strike call straight up in the air. And there's a grounder to the pitcher and an easy out, 1-3. Dupree to Creel. And so let's look at the defensive starters now for East Ascension.
Yeah, defensively for the Lady Spartans tonight in the outfield from left to right, Grace Burke, Shelby Lewis, Madison Stevens. On the infield, third baseman Kaden Touye, shortstop Maya Lanou, second base Corinne Wagersback, first base Mackenzie Creel. Doing the catching is Avery Stevens, and in the circle, Kate Reels.
So Reels gets an easy first out on the ground out by Dupree. Now Jenna Blanchard takes a ball as she's hitting .258 on the season with a couple of homers and 17 RBIs. So the count 1-0. And second pitch high. Did a good job getting the leadoff hitter off the base pass as Dupree, the .420 hitter, leading hitter on the team, got an easy out for the first out.
Yeah, had her out in front of that, got a little cue shot. Sometimes those are a little bit tricky when they take that last hop. You don't know how they're spinning, but Reels did a good job to corral it and make a good throw to first base for that first out.
But Blanchard, the 2-hitter, is way ahead in the count now. 3 balls, no strikes. Blanchard looking to become the first base runner of the day on either side. And there's a strike called. At the numbers. 3-1, 1 out. The pitch. And there's a base hit to left field over the third baseman's head. And so a clean, solid single by Blanchard gets the first base runner of the day on either side.
Yeah, good count to hit in right there if you're Blanchard. 3-1, looking for something middle in that you can do some damage. He did just that. Got the barrel to the ball right over the outstretched glove of Caden Touye. Grace Burke gets it back into second base to hold Blanchard to a single.
And so with Blanchard at first base, you see Katie Van Haverbeck at the plate, the designated player for the Lady Griffins. First pitch, strike, so she comes back after a 3-0 count with a strike to the next batter. Van Haverbeck homered in the first inning last week when we saw them against Sanama. So she's trying to see if she can get the Lady Griffins to an early lead again. Fouled away. Count now 0-2. Van Haverbeck, 371, has 4 homers and 20 runs batted in. We're in the bottom of the first, no score. Fouled away to the net. So after working a 3-0 count to Blanchard and giving up the base hit, you have Reels ahead of the hitter Van Haverbeck here with 2 strikes,
which is huge. I mean, obviously you can still get hitters out if you're behind in the count, but you got a lot better chance to explore different options when you're ahead in the count. You can try to make them, expand that zone, maybe get a swing and a miss at something off the dish.
And so the next pitch was high and outside. Van Haverbeck didn't offer. Count 1-2. And that is caught by the first baseman, and they're going to double up Blanchard, who was already standing on second base. So the double play, Creel with the catch and doubles up Blanchard on first. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left, and so we go to the second, no score, Dutchtown and East Ascension. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
ETEL is now Rev, and we were built on Louisiana know-how, serving businesses like yours with solutions and local customer service for nearly 100 years. From storm-proofing your internet, phone, and managed services to being there for you 24/7 with local reps who really get to know you. Right now, you can get 1 month free of internet and hosted phone. A simple solution for your business. Call or click today. Rev Business. Powerful solutions, unmatched local service.
Okay. Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. No score, East Ascension and Dutchtown, as East Ascension coming to the plate. 4, 5, and 6. Corinne Wagaspack, Maya Lanou, and Grace Burke will face Maddie West in a big district matchup. This finishes the first go-round in district play. They're going to play a home-and-home with all the teams. And right now, they have a common victory in district play as they have both defeated Denham Springs. The difference so far with East Ascension with 2 district wins, East Ascension beat Walker, Dutchtown lost to Walker. So that's the difference so far here in district.
Yeah, right. I mean, if you look at the records we talked about, Sanama and Live Oak play tonight. Sanama is 4-0 still in district. We know Live Oak took one from them last year, so that's going to be a marquee matchup. But over here in Ascension Parish with this game right here, like we talked about, pivotal game.
Yes.
You got East Ascension at 2-2, Dutchtown at 1-3. Could easily be 2-3 for both of them.
Exactly. And right here you're going to see Wagaspack, 473 leading hitter for the Lady Spartans, takes a ball low as she has team lead with 11 doubles, 9 homers, and 31 RBIs, all team leads right there. West in the circle. Ball low. So 2-0. that win against Walker that East Ascension had, that raised some eyebrows because that was a Final Four team last year, and actually Walker is the one team that beat Live Oak this season as the 2-0 pitch.
Yeah.
High.
I mean, it was they beat them handedly, too. I mean, it's 15-5. Right. I think it was a 10-run rule, East Ascension.
Right. And then Walker came back last Tuesday while we were doing the Dutchtown Santa Maria game. They beat Live Oak. Their only loss of the season. As that's fouled away too close to my car. So chasing the 3-0 pitch. Had the green light.
That's I mean, we talked about it a lot last week that, this district is so strong. And then, I mean, anybody can beat anybody. As we spoke last week, if playoffs would have started, each team would have had a home game, home field advantage. And you see each other kind of, they're going to kind of take each other, out of contention as this game here, ends the first round or whatever. And then as we get into that second round.
We'll look at the power ratings later. But, some of it's starting to distance itself a little bit as EA dropped the spot this week to 17. And Dutchtown, I believe, dropped the spot as well as Wagaspack draws a walk. And the first pitch to the next batter, Lanou, is a strike. So nobody out. Wagaspack at first. 0-1 count, and Lanou hitting .357 on the season. She's the speed player for the Lady Spartans with 19 stolen bases and 5 sacrifices. And the count 1-1. Ball low. Not looking to sacrifice so far with Wagaspack at first. You have Grace Burke on deck. Infield in, and the catcher looks Wagaspack back to first as White covers the bag from second. But Vic Nair playing in very close, as well as the third baseman Bennett. 2-1. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. So after walking Wagaspack, you have West getting ahead in the count, 1-2. Still playing tight in the corners. And a swing and a miss, and the throw back to first. So you have a strikeout, but Wagaspack safely back. And so 1 out as Lou strikes out swinging, and now Grace Burke comes to the plate.
Yeah, good idea by Mathis right there. She wanted to a couple times before that. This time she got Vic Nair still at first base. Tried to make a quick little snap throw to get Wagaspack, but just a little bit tardy.
So Wagaspack stays on first. And the first pitch to Burke is a ball low. Burke 290 on the season, leads the team in triples with 2. Also has 14 RBIs on the season. Not a lot of power hitters on this team past the 9 home runs from Wagaspack and 7 from Tullier. As the runner goes, and the throw to second is into center field. But Wagaspack not going. So we're going to call that a stolen base. And the count 2-0.
Yeah, good jump right there. A little bit too high of a throw right there by Mathis. She gets that down a foot or two. She would have gave Harper Dupree a chance to at least get that tag down. May have still been just a little bit late, but
let's see. Yeah, just high throw. She had a good jump, and that is Wagaspack's 5th stolen base of the season. They do have a lot of stolen bases. Lanou has 19.
I'm confused. I think she might have left the base early and they called her out.
Maybe, because she's not there.
Okay. Yeah, that's what happened. I saw her running off.
Okay. She's not there, and so now the count 3-0.
Thought she got a pretty good jump.
I thought she did too, but must have been a little premature.
Just got an update from that Santa Maria Live Oak game. Santa Maria is leading that game in the bottom of the first, Alex Franklin hit a 2-run homer. It's 2-1.
Very interesting. Franklin and Jackson. That's a incredible home run combo right there. So 3-1. That was strike two. That was strike two.
You had us all confused right there.
I was going to wait because I wasn't going to call it.
He rung her up and everything.
Yes, he did. He was excited about that one. It's always fun for the umpire to ring somebody up, but you got to wait. This will be interesting because in the bottom of the first and the top of the second, you could potentially face the minimum, but you had runners on base in both at-bats. So now the count is full.
Yeah, so it's confirmed. She did leave the bag early. The base umpire, Nolan Guidry, did call her out as she left the bag just a little bit too early.
Right. I was looking at the stolen base statistics, and then next thing I know, she's not on the bag. So 3-2. West trying to get out of this inning. And she does with the strikeout. Got her to chase a pitch outside. So 1-2-3 inning the hard way. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Bottom of the second, it is no score, Dutchtown and East Ascension, and I will turn it over to Mike once again. And here in the bottom of this middle of the second, we're going to take a look at the Lady Spartans. So you have the
seniors there we got right there. We actually have 5 seniors, but number 25, Ashley Crum, not pictured in this one. But from left to right, we have number 1, Grace Burke, number 5, Alicia Brown, number 15, Kate Rills, and number 23, Macy 15, Kate Rills, and number 23, Macy Saunier. So all 3 of these girls, actually all 5 of them, have played here, for the Lady Spartans for the last few years, coming to an end here. We do the seniors every year, and you hate to see them leave, but I mean the job that Ryan Lewis is doing here with these Lady Spartans, he's just gonna end up kind of turning it over and filling those voids.
But this is still a young team, and they're doing a great job so far as they come to the bottom of the second, as you're going to see 4, 5, 6, Womack, Vicknair, and Keller for the Lady Griffins to face Kate Reels, who gave up a hit but was raced on a double play. So had a solid first inning. And this is a young team for East Ascension. We talked about the seniors right there, but they've done a really good job. And you talked about how they improved. And that win against Walker shows that they mean business this season, as first pitch is a strike.
Yeah, that's going to be huge for Reels to be able to fill up that strike zone early in the count. That way it gives her a bunch of different options to try to get these hitters out, especially a hitter like Alexa Womack. She comes in hitting .351. She's got 8 bombs and 22 RBIs on the season already, and we're just getting into we're just about to start the second round of the district play.
Right. She's having an incredible season, but she's behind in the count, 0-2 right now. So Reels filling up the strike zone right now. And there's a bouncer foul. So the count will remain 0-2. So we want to mention this is our last scheduled regular season East Ascension softball game, which is why we're showing the East Ascension seniors. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have the rematch between Santa Maria and Dutchtown. So we'll talk about the seniors for both of those teams that night, as the 0-2 pitch is taken for a ball high. This is our second to last regular season softball game, as the 1-2 fouled away.
Yeah, Reels tried to go inside with that pitch, kind of tight. But I mean, if you're Womack, you gotta, it's too close to take. Got to try to get something on that ball, at least fight it off, and that's exactly what she did. So she lives to see another pitch.
1-2. I'm starting to have flashbacks from last week. All these foul balls to left field. There's one A.J. Jackson at bat. I think she fouled off about 15 of them to left field.
mean, collectively they had to have 40 of them.
Yep.
That's the most foul balls left field I've ever seen.
And the 1-2 pitch is going to be a foul ball. Home plate umpire calls it foul. It was close. It was very close.
That was close. I thought it was fair.
Yeah, I was waiting for the umpire to make the decision.
Tough shadow down there. Really can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a replay that can show it. So we're unable to get the replay there, but it was inches away. But the home plate umpire has a good vantage point. And it's interesting as they take a ball that the shadow from left field is almost even with the foul line. So if it got into the shadows, and it was a foul ball. Two. And that was close, but no cigar. So it's a full count. So she gets all the way back from 0-2 to 3-2.
Yeah, it's pesky a little at bat right here by Womack. Down 0-2 early, fouled off some really good pitches. Took that pitch, which was pretty borderline. Could have been called either way. Gets herself right back in a 3-2 count.
3-2, and that's a strikeout looking right on that inside corner. Great pitch. Couldn't do much with that one.
Man, that's tough, too. Great sequence right there by Rills. I mean, she goes fastball just off the plate away. You know, looks good. Womack's got to kind of go out there, peek at it, get a good look, make sure it's a ball. Then she comes right back, paints that inside corner for strike 3.
So that'll bring up Brooke Vicknair, the number 5 hitter, the first baseman, number 16. And there's a bouncer to third. Nice stop, throw to first, and they get her. Caden Touye,
wow,
with a nice play.
That's a great play right there. One step and then a leap to the left. Just catch it. That ball almost snow-coned on the end of her glove, but she hangs on quick to her feet and makes a good, perfect throw for that second out.
And that's an interesting combo that Touye has, because 2 weeks ago, Reels was the third baseman. Touye was the catcher. So the catcher moves to third and makes the best defensive stop so far on either side, probably.
Yeah, just a freshman, too. I mean, you spoke about how East Ascension team is young. So they're playing that hot corner like she's been there for a long time.
And that's off the second baseman's glove, base hit. As Keller reaches, that's the second hit for the Lady Griffins.
Yeah, Keller got that ball up right there. Reels, again, kudos to her. She's trying to fill that strike zone up early. Just got that pitch a little bit up in the zone. Keller didn't wait. She just ambushed that thing right over that outstretched glove of Corinne Waggis back at second.
So Blanchard got a hit in the first. She was erased on a double play, and Keller gets a second base hit to right center. And now Caroline Mathis at the plate takes a strike.
It's a pretty good pitch, 0-0 right there.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit off the plate, but umpire likes it for strike 1. Let's see if Reels just keeps pounding that area, see if she can get a couple more.
Not there. Little outside. Evens the count 1 out. Or 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. No score. East Ascension at Dutchtown. Keller at first. And that's to short, and it's caught by Lanou for the third out. And so no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And so we go to the top of the third, no score, East Ascension Dutchtown. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
E-Tail is now Rev, and we were built on Louisiana know-how, serving businesses like yours with solutions and local customer service for nearly 100 years. From storm-proofing your internet, phone, and managed services to being there for you 24/7 with local reps who really get to know you. Right now, you can get 1 month free of internet and hosted phone. A simple solution for your business. Call or click today. Rev Business. Powerful solutions, unmatched local service.
And the top of the third about to begin. East Ascension at Dutchtown softball Rev game of the week. Jeff Porsche and Mike Moeller with you. And we've had a good one so far. Good pitching duel so far between Kate Reels from East Ascension and Maddie West from Dutchtown. No runs, no hits for East Ascension. No runs on 2 hits for Dutchtown. So it's been a fun one so far.
Yeah, just a couple, just a couple base runners, not too much traffic on the base. We've seen one erased by left early trying to steal. Seen one erased on a double play. So the hitters that have gotten on base, they haven't lasted there very long.
No, you had 2 innings where hitters reached base, but the pitcher faced the minimum batters as they were erased, like you said. And we've had some good defense. Jenna Blanchard made a really nice play on the opening at bat by Shelby Lewis. And then we talked about Touye making the nice stab at third for the out. And so it's been a very well played game so far. And now we go to the third, and we're going to see 7, 8, 9, Madison Stevens, Toby Landry, Mackenzie Creel. And the first pitch bounced to the plate to Madison Stevens, who's hitting .264. Still have some solid hitters on this bottom third of the lineup for East Ascension, and bounce to the plate again. 2-0. This East Ascension team is a very strong hitting team. They have their 1 through 8 is very solid, all hitting about .260 or better. Fouled away. Count 2-1.
Good job by West coming back right there. Threw a couple dirt balls first couple pitches. It's tough. It can play a little psyche on you, Just comes right back in there 2-0. You don't want to give, the hitter too good of a pitch. Makes a good enough pitch to get that foul ball for the first strike.
And she does it again. 3-1. And there you go with the strike. So you bounce one in, then you come back with the heat inside.
I said that effectively wild.
I was
just so tough to hit. I mean, you throw 3 of them in the dirt, and then you paint with 2 of them. It's so hard to pull the trigger.
And takes the 4th ball for a walk as Stevens reaches base. And that's the second base runner for East Ascension, second walk of the game. So both base runners are reached on a walk. Wagaspack in the second, Stevens in the third. Toby Landry coming to the plate, the designated player for the Lady Spartans. And Vic Nair at first, playing close, expecting a sacrifice. And that one's cued. And Vic Nair makes a nice play to White, throws for the sacrifice.
Yeah, great play all around right there. I mean, it was a great bunt by Landry. She deadens that ball just like she's supposed to. If you saw the little spin or the English on there. And Vic Nair is right there where she's supposed to be to get it, but that ball quite didn't get to her. She had to reach for it, but no panic, just a step and perfect throw to first base to get that out.
Freshman to freshman, that right side of the infield for Dutchtown. Very young. First pitch to the number 9 hitter, Creel. That's a ball. So the first runner in scoring position is Madison Stevens. And we have a timeout. As a catcher, Mathis is going to talk it over with West. On deck, you have Shelby Lewis, the leadoff hitter. This is a very important out. You want to get her out and face the leadoff hitter with 2. But there's another ball. 2-0 to the number 9 hitter. And there's a strike right down the middle. Nice pitch. Stevens on second. She walked to lead off the inning and then moved to second on the sacrifice by Toby Landry. And a line drive caught by Vic Nair. Looked to second. Dupree was not there, but most likely Stevens would have gotten back in time.
Yeah, hot shot right there. I mean, Vic Nair, right place at the right time. Absolute rocket. She's ready to spin and throw, but Harper was shaded just a little bit towards third base. Not going to beat Stevens back to the bag on that one. So good job by Vic Nair, not trying to unleash that ball, maybe trying to lead Harper and then end up throwing that thing in the left center field.
As you saw in the replay, Stevens would have most likely gotten back in regardless. As now Lewis comes to the plate and takes a ball. She is 0 for 1, flew out to left field on a nice stop by Jenna Blanchard. Fouled away. So Stevens will stay at second. 2 outs. Chance to take an early lead for the Lady Spartans here. No score. Top of the third. Very important at bat right here. First base is open, but they'll pitch to her. And swung and missed. Waved at that one.
A little change of pace right there. Got Shelby way out in front of that one as Maddie pulled the string on it.
Beautiful pitch. So now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. One, two, fouled away. So she stays alive. Looking for her 10th RBI of the season. And her 32nd hit, which would lead the team. Touye is on deck. And fouled that one away. Just made contact. Good job doing that. So the count will remain 1-2. And that's foul out of play. Off the batting cage. Nearly hit a moving car. I always get nervous because that's about the area where I parked.
Should have learned by now.
Well, I have a tiny car. I parked behind a truck. Let the truck get the damage. Oh, that's high, and the runner will get the third. So the count's even at 2-2, and Stevens 1 base closer to home.
Yeah, a little bit too tall to our west right there. Probably was trying to go up in the zone. Lewis trying to get something down that she can slap through that left side of the infield.
And that one is flown to left, and it's caught again by Blanchard. So she has flied to Blanchard twice, and that's the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Or 1 left, excuse me. And we go to the bottom of the third, no score. East Ascension and Dutchtown, and let's look at East Ascension's remaining schedule in district here, Mike.
Yeah, we said earlier we're going to, after this game, we're going to get into our second round of district play, and we did the East Ascension Santa Maula game at Santa Maula, the first game of district, and then they're going to start there again. Actually, Santa Maula will travel to East Ascension, East Ascension will go back to Santa Maula, I guess. No, it'll be at East Ascension, correct.
Yes.
And then they'll travel to Walker, followed by Denham Springs, and then Live Oak and Dutchtown will travel to East Ascension to wrap up district play.
So they get 3 home games. They'll face the 2 parish teams at home. We haven't been to East Ascension this season because the first half of the season they've been on the road against the parish teams, but they can win 2 or 3 games in the second go-round. They could be hosting a game in the playoffs come, 3 weeks from now, I guess? About 3 weeks, they could potentially be hosting a playoff game if they can pick up a couple of wins.
Yeah, nothing but power points in this district. Any win that you get in this district is going to help you out tremendously.
And so Katie Reels has done a really good job pitching so far, and now she's going to face 8, 9, and 1. And lead off Anna White. Strike called. So after 2, Sanma still leads Live Oak 2-1. 0-1. Reels has given up 2 base hits, no walks, and a strikeout. And last week I had mentioned that Anna White leads the team in hit by pitch, and there's number 6. So that's 2 weeks in a row that White has reached base on a hit by pitch on the Rev Game of the Week.
Yeah, she likes to crowd that plate a little bit, and then I talked about it the last couple of softball games that we did. There's a difference between pitching inside and throwing inside. If you pitch inside, you can command that strike zone in there. But if you just kind of let something go and you just kind of throw it inside, that's exactly what can happen.
And she gets the first, and Bennett's trying to move her over with the sacrifice, but it goes foul. Count 0-1. As we mentioned, White was hit by pitch in the Sandoval game, but then she was doubled up on a controversial play. Ball high. She was doubled up on a line drive to third. The throw got there before she got back, but there was a question whether the first baseman was on the bag. She was called out. Coach Insminger appealed, got her called safe, and then they went to Coach Petrie, and then they changed the call back to out. One of the most bizarre things you'd ever see.
It was double overturned.
And a count now 1-2. So Riley Bennett. She has 10 RBIs on the season. She also has 6 sacrifices leading the team. And she gets it down to the pitcher. The throw at first. And second baseman covering. Wagaspak makes the out. So a 1-4 sacrifice.
Again, good play all around. Bennett does exactly what she's supposed to do. Get it down, make that pitcher feel that ball. Wasn't too hard, too fast back to Reels there to even give her a chance to try to get that out at second base. All she can do is take what she's given,
yes,
which is that out at first base.
And so Anna White's in scoring position. That's the first base runner in scoring position for the Lady Griffins. And first pitch to Dupree is a ball, close pitch. As Dupree is 0 for 1. She grounded out to the pitcher, Reels, for the first out of the game for the Lady Griffins. It's now 1 out. Dutchtown has an opportunity to score. And a ball. So she's ahead 2-0. First base is open. Dupree, the team leader in most categories for the Lady Griffins. You don't want to face Blanchard or Van Haverbeck, though. Bouncer foul. If Dupree could get on, things could get interesting with 1 out and Blanchard and Van Haverbeck coming up.
Dupree just a little bit anxious. Remember that her first at bat, she was out in front, kind of cued that ball back to Reels for the first out.
Yes.
That one, 2-0 pitch. Got something she likes, still just a little bit out in front of it.
Here's a pitch. High. 3-1. So Reels in danger of giving up her first walk of the game. And now I think they're just going to let her get to first because they will intentionally walk her on the fourth pitch or fourth ball.
Now batting number 12, Jenna Blanchard.
And so now first and second they'll take their chances with Jenna Blanchard, who is 1 for 1 at line drive base hit to left field in the first. But she was doubled up. And made the third out of the first inning as the pitch is a ball. So White at second, Dupree at first, 1 out. no score. And that's to center, and it's over the center fielder's head, and it takes a funny bounce off the post. One run will score. They're waving around a second, and Blanchard's going to third, and it's a bases clearing triple. So Dutchtown takes the lead 2-0, 2 RBIs for Jenna Blanchard.
Yeah, Jenna Blanchard got that ball up in the zone center cut and just torched that ball to center field. Kind of caught Shelby Lewis like in between. I think she thought it was going to be right at her, but that ball kind of rose and just kept going. And then you saw, both base runners. You saw Dupree almost get to second base, so she did exactly what she was supposed to do. And then you see that ball get over Lewis's head, and she's going to score easily.
And maybe got an extra base as first we get the line drive base hit, and another run will score. So Van Heverbeck will get Blanchard home, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Lady Griffins. So what I was going to mention as Van Heverbeck gets the RBI base hit, Blanchard got the third, but that may have been because the drive hit the fence post at center field as a pop-up foul. But to get back to that, it hit the fence post in center field and took a funny bounce out to right center, and that might have gotten the extra base and maybe got an extra run right there. But it really didn't matter because Van Heverbeck got the base hit right after that.
Yeah, you're right. It did ricochet towards that right center area. But, you never know if she stays at second base right there. Does she read that base hit to left and score on that, or does she just hold up on third? So, never know.
And there's a ball high. So count 1-1. So Dutchtown has erupted for 3 runs here in the third. They lead 3-0. Trying to get their second district win and catch East Ascension in district standings. And pitch fouled down the third base line. So this inning, White was hit by a pitch, got to second on the sacrifice by Bennett. Dupree walked, and then Blanchard got a bases-clearing triple, and then Van Haverbeck on the base hit brings home Blanchard. That's how we got the 3 runs. And this is the 6th batter coming up this inning for the Lady Griffins, and another foul ball. Brooke Vicknair is on deck. Last at bat, Womack struck out looking. Only strikeout of the day.
Yeah, got caught looking at that fastball on the inside black. Absolute perfect execution by Reels on that one after she had gone away.
And there's a pop-up, and it's out of play. Hits the Lady Griffins dugout. So the count will remain 1-2. Be a good time for Reels to get her second strikeout of the game right here. Fly ball deep, and that is gone. 2-run homer by Alexa Womack, and it's 5-0. Lady Griffins with the lead. All these runs coming here in the bottom of the third.
Oh, she got that ball up in the zone. Just nice backspin. That ball just kept carrying. Barely a little breeze going out there as we look at the flag. It's kind of just limp out there. But that ball had some carry.
Absolutely. And you got to go over a couple of fences here to do that, and made it over all the advertisements. And so the 2-run homer. So 3 consecutive hits. A triple by Blanchard, a single by Van Haverbeck, and a homer by Womack. And now it's 5-0, and Brooke Vicknair comes to the plate.
That'll be Womack's 9th homer and picked up her 23rd and 24th RBI on the season.
And there's a ball high. Vicknair was a victim of a great defensive play by Caden Touye. Made a nice stab of a ground ball to third. Stopped and prevented a base hit. That is Touye. Ball one. Oh. And there's a strike called. Looked a little tight. Count even now, 1-1. Reels ready to go. Takes the ball high. Reels pitched very well in the first and second innings. Gave up a couple of hits, but didn't give up any runs. Had a strikeout, but Dutchtown's bats have come alive here in the third.
Yeah, and we talked about it just before this game started. She came in with 16 walks in 15 innings. Other than the one, I guess, pseudo-intentional walk, maybe, is the only walk she has yet today. But like I said, the more experience you get, the more you kind of iron out your little flaws as you go on.
And so count now 3-1. So she is in danger of giving up a walk right here. And maybe what you see here with these 3 consecutive hits, you hear this occasionally. When you see a pitcher the second time around, you kind of figure things out. That might have been what happened there. That was a close pitch, but it's a ball, and so another walk.
Yeah, and then you get a little traffic, give up a home run. You know, the pitch, the batter before. I know you asked me about that last week, how important it is. You know, if you give up a home run the next time you face that hitter, and I was more like, well, it's more important to try to get that hitter right after the home run.
Yeah.
You see Reels right there, maybe a little bit timid, you know, or a little tentative, trying to go back in that zone. Vickner can do the same thing as Womack did. I mean, she's got 3 bombs on the year. You know she can do some damage, so you just get a little bit timid, try to pick, and then you find yourself behind the zone. You don't want to get in, and then you give up your actual first legit walk of the game.
Right. So that's the second walk this inning, the second walk of the game, and as you mentioned, Dupree's walk was intentional after the third ball. And now Maddie Keller comes to the plate. She has a base hit. Vickner at first. 1 out. And fly ball, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Kind of in no man's land there.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. It's like everything Dutchtown's hitting, it's either falling in, line driving the gap. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Or over the fence. Obviously, you're not going to catch one over the fence, but, you get a home run. You get that triple to center field, and you get the home run. Kind of got Shelby Lewis playing a little bit deep right there, and Maddie Keller just bumped that one over the shortstop's head, and no chance for Shelby to come in and catch that one.
So now first and second, 1 out. And Mathis fouls it away. So Maddie Keller, 2 for 2. She joins Jenna Blanchard, also 2 for 2 on the day. So 0-1 is the count.
Still only 1 out.
And the next pitch is a ball. So it's 1-1. The only out was a sacrifice by Riley Bennett that got Anna White to second. Anna White's on deck again, so they've batted around. And there's a strike called. Nice pitch. 1-2. After that sacrifice by Bennett, Dutchtown has had 6 consecutive base runners. 2 walks and 4 hits. And a ball. So that count now 2-2. Mathis, as we mentioned, 273 on the season, and that's inside. And the count's now even. Reels Pitching today, also the third baseman. He's also on homecoming court for East Ascension this year. And a grounder to short, stopped, but can't make a play. As it goes to Lanu, and she was able to stop it, but just couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah, had the right idea right there. Lanu, that ball kind of had her moving towards third base. Looks like she was going to make that backhand and quick little flip to third for the second out, but ball didn't stay in her glove quite long enough to make that smooth transition.
Now Anna White will come to bat for the second time this inning. She was hit by a pitch to open up the inning, and she scored the first run of the game. And a base hit right here. It's already 5-0, but this could blow it wide open. And a little check swing, and the throw to the plate is out. So 1-2 bouncer on the fielder's choice. And Vickner is out at the plate for the second out. So good job right there by Reels, stopping the base runners. Now 2 outs, and the number 9 hitter fouled away.
Yeah, good job right there. Easy to panic right there. You know you want to cut down that run, kind of stop the floodgates that they've kind of run into here. It's real big to get that out. Just to, for a little confidence boost or whatever, and then to do it at home plate to cut down a run to keep that deficit at 5.
Right, a base hit right here, and it could get really hairy. As a ball high. So the count 1-1. So at third, you have Keller. At second, you have Mathis. And at first, you have White. And there's a fly to right. Foul drops. So the count out 1-2. So Kate Reels 1 strike away from getting the third out of the inning. And here we go. And that's to right and caught.
Wow.
Great play, Madison Stevens, as that may have kept it from getting to 8-0 right there. And so still a good inning for the Lady Griffins as they get 5 runs on 5 hits.
That was a great play.
And so we go to the top of the 4th, and it is 5-0 Lady Griffins. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, SEC Heating and Air, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Advantage Therapy, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
We go to the top of the 4th, and it's 5-0 Dutchtown as they get 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, and pitching change for Dutchtown. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Abby Froelic's going to come in. She comes in with a 4.20 ERA. She's thrown 68 innings. Maddie West had 74, so they've definitely had the bulk of the work so far. She started 8 games. She's given up 81 hits. She's got 56 strikeouts and 22 walks. So West will finish with no runs and no hits in 3 innings of play. And Coach Insmanger will see if Abby Freilich can finish things out here. As you are going to see 2, 3, and 4 for East Ascension. Caden Touye, Kate Reels, and Corinne Wagesback. So Touye
made the nice play at third. Hitting .415. Takes a ball. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And there's a fly to right, and it goes into the bullpen for a 1-1 count. So we had the 5 runs here in the, as you see the replay, as Dutchtown had 5 runs in the third, and the big play was the home run by Alexa Womack, as she got all of that pitch when she had that bomb for number 9 of the season. And a pitch outside. Count now 2-1. Missing that outside corner. Count now 3-1. Outside again. So a leadoff base runner. Good patience by Touye getting on base. That's her team leading 16th base on balls. And now you got some really dangerous hitters coming up. 472 and 473. And that time she gets that outside corner.
Yeah, nice little breaking ball right there. Like she missed with a couple fastballs to Touye. Trying to get those out of her head. Comes back right with a strike one with a breaking ball and a good one.
A little low. 1-1. Touye at first. Reels at the plate. And that's outside. She's consistently tried to hit that outside corner, but so far she's had a little difficulty. When does she come back inside?
You know, 5-run lead, you want to get your team back in that dugout as soon as you can. You want that shutdown inning. Be careful of trying to pick right here.
Yeah. Missed with that one low. It's 3-1. And you have the cleanup hitter on deck, and there's a strike called. Full count. You don't want to put Reels on base because then Wagasback could come up with 2 on, and then all of a sudden it's 5-3. Swing and a miss, and that's a big strikeout for Freilich.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Reels to lay off right there. I think the pitch prior to that may have been a little outside. Not sure Reels agreed with it, but I mean, you come right back with that pitch, similar location. Can't lay off because you know the umpire's going to call it a strike, right? But just a little bit too far for you to get the barrel to it.
So Wagasback fouls one down the first base line, and a strike called. So 0-1. And that's to short and caught by Dupree. So what looked like could be trouble as Touye reached on the walk and you had 3 balls to Reels. Now all of a sudden you have a strikeout and a pop out to short. And now it's 2 outs here. And Lanew's the last chance for East Ascension. And the throw back to first, safe.
Yeah, Freilich settled down pretty good. I mean, just, you know, first hit a little bit erratic to Touye there, but settled down nicely. Got a punch out and a little weak pop up to shortstop.
And got that 3-4 combo for East Ascension.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at her stats, she's not a pitcher that's going to walk too many people. I mean, she's got 22 in 68 innings, so it's evident that she usually pounds the strike zone.
As Coach Insminger and Coach Ricka looking on. And there's a strike called. Evens the count. 1-1, 2 outs. Tullier at first. 5-0 Lady Griffins. Swing and a miss, and the runner is going to take second, as that'll be a stolen base for Tullier. So Tullier, that's her 5th bag of the season.
Get yourself in scoring position. Not a bad move right there at all.
And that's popped up. And looks like Anna White's going to make the play. No, she does not. She drops it and a run scores. I think she dropped it at the last moment, so that'll be an error on the second baseman. Yes. So E4, and the runner stays at first, and the run scores.
Kind of a sunball right there. Looks like Vicknair had it, but I think Anna White called her off. Ball got a little tricky up there.
Right, I thought she grabbed it, but it just fell out her glove the last possible second. So the error. And it's 5-1. And that's fouled to the screen as Burke comes to the plate. She struck out her first at bat, and she is behind 0-1. So an unearned run comes across the plate for the first run of the game for the Lady Spartans. A strike called, stealing, and a throw to second, got her.
Great throw by Mathis.
So 2-6 for the caught stealing, and East Ascension gets 1 run on no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base, and so we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and our score is Dutchtown 5, East Ascension 1, and we'll turn it over to Mike again.
Yeah, so we talked about East Ascension starting the second half of their district. The game after this one, the Lady Griffins will do the same, and their first 3 district games are with Walker, Live Oak, and Sandomal. That Sandomal game we will do here at Lady Griffin Park, and it will be live on Rev. Then they'll follow with Denham Springs and finish out the district season with East Ascension at East Ascension.
This is a very pivotal week for the Lady Griffins, because if they can get the win here and they lead 5-1, and they can go to Walker and maybe get a win right there, that can get them to 3 wins in district, get them back to 500, and then who knows what happens after that, as you have Live Oak and Sandomal, and they played Sandomal to within a run. So
yep,
they're a dangerous team.
And then like we talked about, Sandomal is still undefeated. I think they're up 5-0 or 5-1 actually.
Yes.
Now over Live Oak after 3 innings. So if that holds true, then they'll still be atop, but then that'll give Live Oak their 2nd loss in district. So everything's going to play out. I mean, the last couple of weeks of this district play is going to be interesting.
And Dutchtown has a top 10 power rating, as they had a victory in their last district game against Denham Springs, but then they went to Alexandria for a tournament this weekend and got swept, lost 3 in a row, and that hurt them a little bit in the power rankings. So they have to get some points back with some wins this week.
Yeah, that tournament was stacked too, though, over there. I think it was. I mean, they play teams like North DeSoto, who are in 4A. They're kind of the Sandomal of 4A. You know, they've won the state championship the last 3 years in a row. So Dutchtown faced a lot of good teams this past weekend.
And so now you see the top of the lineup, 1, 2, 3 for Dutchtown: Harper Dupree, Jenna Blanchard, Katie Van Heverbeck, as the first pitch to Dupree is fouled for strike 1. So this is a good rebound for Dutchtown, coming out with 5 runs after having that tough weekend. But like you said, it was it was very solid opponents. So it didn't hurt them too badly in the power ratings either. 1-1 outside. 2-1. Dupree grounded to the pitcher, was intentionally walked and scored the second run of that third inning. So she's still looking for her first hit of the game. Bouncer to short. Lanu gets it on the short hop, and the throw to first to Creel for the out. 6-3, 1 out in the inning. So we see the replay right here. And it was a nice play by Lanu. So 1 out, and Jenna Blanchard comes to the plate. And she's been the hot bat today. 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. Had a base hit to left in the first and a triple to center in the third as it's fouled away. She also made a very nice play in left field on the first out of the game. So she's having a very nice day so far. And that's bounced and hits on the bounce. And she'll take the bag. So she's reached base every at-bat so far. That's the second hit batter of the day. White got hit in the third to lead off that 5-run inning. Blanchard now at first. Van Heverbeck at the plate. She had an RBI single. And the runner's going. And the tag got her. Umpire waiting to see if she held on. Throw was in time. Nice throw by Avery Stevens.
Great throw right there. Quick release right on the button. Get Blanchard trying to swipe that extra base.
Right, they had it very easily. It's a 2-6. Caught stealing. Now 2 outs. Van Heverbeck out away. That first pitch was a ball outside. It was outside. Was that almost like a pitch out, would you think? Throwing it outside like that and the gun to second?
I don't know if it was like a called pitch out, but maybe like I don't know what you call it, unintentional.
Right.
Intentional?
I mean, it wasn't a deliberate, like you think of when you watch an actual pitch out, but it was outside and she had plenty of room to throw.
Yeah. I mean, for a base runner, not a pitch that you want to try to steal a bag with, right?
Yeah. Counts 2-1. Oh, swung at the outside pitch. And something we didn't mention, we have a new pitcher. That's Mackenzie Creel on the mound, number 10.
Yeah, Mackenzie comes in. She's got a 7. This is going to be her 37th inning pitch that she strikes out and Haverbeek right there to end that inning.
And so she gives up the hit batter, but gets the minimum 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And we'll talk about Creel in the next inning. Our score after 4, 5-1. Dutchtown leads East Ascension. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, SEC Heating and Air, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Advantage Therapy, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
We go to the top of the 5th. Dutchtown leads East Ascension 5-1. Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller with you as we have new pitchers in the 5th for both teams as Freilich comes in, gives up an unearned run to East Ascension, and then Mackenzie Creel comes in and gives up no runs for the Lady Spartans. Now we go to the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Grace Burke, Madison Stevens, Toby Landry for East Ascension. And Abby Frelick's second inning of work. Grace Burke 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She was actually at bat in the top of the fourth, but Lanou was caught stealing. So she comes back to the plate and takes a ball. And the bunt to third and a nice throw by Riley Bennett.
Great play. Kind of a do or die right there. Coming in full speed is Bennett. Gloves it, makes a perfect transition, throws off balance for the first out.
And so that's a 5-4 out. And we're seeing now, and it was mentioned by the public address announcer, it's a bouncer to third, off the glove to short, throw to first, and they get her. Do they? She's off the bag. She got off the bag. I thought we were going to get a 5-6-3.
5-6-3, 1 out.
Yes, and but
no, great play. I mean, just off of Riley Bennett, but Harper Dupree exactly where she's supposed to be, backing that up a little bit. Ball caroms right to her, makes a good strong throw, just pulls Vic Nair off the bag, just a hair.
So Stevens reaches twice. She walked her first at bat and reaches right there. She's at first. I was going to mention the second baseman for Dutchtown as the first pitch fouled away, as Anna White has exited the defensive lineup, and the designated player, Katie Van Haverbeck, moves to second. 1 out, 1 strike. Outside, throw to first. Back in time. White committed that error. They gave up the unearned run in the fourth, and Van Haverbeck will come in now on defense in the fifth, and that's to Van Haverbeck and flips to Vic Nair. 4-3, and the runner advances.
Yeah, for the second out, that ball will find you. Doesn't matter where you are. If you come into the game or play somebody defensively, you're going to get a ball.
Yep. And she got the assist on the bunt, or made the catch at first for that out. So she's been part of both outs so far. As the pitch to Creel is a ball. Creel started at first. She is now the pitcher for East Ascension. There's a strike. Count 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Change of pace, pulled the string on it, did she? Great pitch by Froelich right there. Creel way out in front.
And got her swinging. So got the base runner, Madison Stevens, on base, but she's stranded at second. So no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. And so we go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-1. Dutchtown leads East Ascension, and we'll turn it back over to Mike, and we'll look at the games of the week.
Yeah, so here's where you're going to be able to see us on Rev. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to travel back to Santa Maria, but we're going to be doing baseball as East Ascension will travel to Gator Park to play the Gators in a baseball game. Following week on the 30th, or no, actually later that week, we're going to go back here, right where we are now, softball, and play and watch Santa Maula Lady Gators come back here, the rematch that we actually saw last week. Then on April 6th, we're going to stay at Santa Maula, but it's going to be again on the baseball field. And we're going to watch the Dutchtown Griffins travel over there to play the Gators. That's always a good one, and Dutchtown having a good season. Santa Maula started out a little slow, but they're starting to pick up the pace now, and that'll always be a fun game. And looking forward to having 2 games next week. We've had a bunch of Tuesday games, but now we're moving to that Tuesday-Thursday schedule as the boys start to get active. And we are ready for the bottom of the 5th. And you're going to see 4, 5, 6, Alexa Womack, Brooke Vicknair, Maddie Keller for the Lady Griffins. And there is the one Griffin who hit a home run here as Vicknair got her 9th in the 3rd. And she leads off in the 5th, and a strike called. Good pitch. So we'll try to figure out what's going on here with the defense for East Ascension as the first baseman, Creel, came in to pitch last inning. And so have 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like Rills goes to second base. Let's see. And there's a fly to deep left center. Not deep enough, and it's missed by the center fielder. So she will get on base a second time. Not the home run that you had last time at bat. But she'll take that ball. I'm looking at the flags now. We got a pretty good gust going on up there. You saw Shelby Lewis break back on that ball, which you're told to do, right? Break back, first step back or whatever. But that ball got held up. Kind of played tricks on Lewis out there in center field. Drops in for a base hit. Right. So that'll be a double. So defensively for the Lady Spartans, Kate Reels, who was doing the pitching. As you get a base hit, and the runner will not get home, but the runner will go to second. The hitter will go to second and get a second base as the throw goes to the plate, and Vicknair very alertly takes second. So the single to left. Yeah, good job by Vicknair right there, ambushing one of those first pitches. Hard single into left field. Watching the throw in from the left fielder, Grace Burke, takes that extra bag to get herself in the scoring position. Now Keller. So she's 2 for 2, trying to go 3 for 3. Infield playing in. They cannot give up any more runs. Yeah, back defensively, Kate Reels, who was doing the pitching and moved to second base, and Corin Wagsback, who was playing second base, is now at first. So there you go. And there's a shot in the hole. 1 run scores. They're going to hold Vicknair, and the runner will go to second on the throw home, and she is barely safe. I think she was kind of assuming she was going to get it, and that throw was pretty tight. But she gets the RBI single, and nobody out here in the 5th, and it's now 6-1. Yeah, again, good base running, though. You watch that throw just over the cutoff. Keller decides to take that extra bag and get herself into scoring position just like Vicknair did the previous at-bat. So Keller's 3 for 3. That was a ground ball that, if they play at normal depth, may have been a play, but they had to gamble right there with the 4-run deficit. Everybody, when you play the infield in, baseball, softball, whatever, you usually raise the hitter batting average. They say typically 100 points, so that's a gamble you take to trying to get that ball, a hard hit ball right at somebody. So second and short are playing a little deeper now. The pitch is outside. So now you have Vicknair at third, Keller at second. So far you have a double by Womack. Vicknair singled. Yes. And Keller singled to drive in Womack, and now you have second and third.
2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. The most important stat of them all so far. Fly ball deep, and it's off the wall, and looks like both runs will score, and they do. A little delayed there as they had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught or fall. And Mathis gets a double off the wall, and now it's 8-1.
Mathis put a charge into that one. Not much Lewis could do. That ball's off the top of the fence. She got back there. She was going to try to make that catch, but that ball just kept carrying off the top of the wall. Ricochets off a little bit and allowing both runners to score and Mathis to get to second base.
And still nobody out. Now you have another runner in scoring position. And we're going to have a pinch hitter. So number 13, Ariel Hayes. You may recall Anna White was in this spot. They brought in Van Haverbeck defensively from the designated player spot. So I guess she's in that designated player spot now. Takes ball 1.
Ariel comes in hitting .207. 6 hits, 5 singles, and a double on the year. She's got 4 RBIs. She's got a good eye. She's got 6 walks. She's not up there just swinging the bat at anything.
We saw her last week come in, I believe, in the 7th inning, and I believe she made the 3rd out. Ball that nearly fell. Had a great play by Elisar.
Yeah, great play. She had a couple of great plays that game. Two run-scoring plays for sure.
Absolutely.
Or saves.
And there's a bouncer to the pitcher, and the runner goes to third. And that'll be Creel to Wagaspack. And the runner advances. Now Riley Bennett comes to the plate. She's looking for her first hit. She flew to right and had a sacrifice. 3 runs across. It's 8-1. 5 in the 3rd, 3 so far in the 5th for the Lady Griffins. The 9th run potentially at 3rd. That's Mathis. So Bennett is the only Lady Griffin who has not reached base out of the starting 9. Strike called. Count even, 1-1. After this, you get to the top of the lineup. And the throw back to third. She was leaning, but the throw not in time.
Bang, bang. Good heads up right there by Touye. Covering. Maybe they had a little play on. Good quick throw by Stevens, just not quite in time.
So we have a great replay right there, and she was definitely safe. And I saw Coach Ensminger give the signal as well. She has not had to come out the dugout. I'm sure she's happy about that. She was out the dugout a lot in that Sandoval game. And there's a ball high.
Yeah. Good idea by the Lady Spartans right there. Try to steal it out. See if you can catch somebody snoozing a little bit at third base over there.
Very close play. It's 3-1. Timeout called. Count. We have the count as 3-1. I believe the home plate umpire saying 2-2.
And you just said she hadn't come out the dugout. Yeah,
I
That's
swear.
a jinx. I mean, do we have a no-hitter going too?
Well, I don't know. What do you call that play? That bouncer off of third. It went from Bennett to Dupree, and then the throw was still in time, but it drew Vic Nair off the bag.
They're probably going to call that a hit.
I would think so. I would think so. I would call it a hit. I don't know who you'd call the error on. That'd be a hard luck error. Well,
2-2.
From the look on Coach Insminger's face, I would say it's 2-2. Like after last week, she's just gone, yeah, whatever. That's ball 3. Trying to get on base for the first time today, Riley Bennett.
She's got the split grip. Old school Ty Cobb. The hand separated.
And that's to center. We'll see if the runner tags up. She does. And the throw to the plate. Not quite in time, and that'll make it 9-1 as that's the second sacrifice of the night for Bennett. So she gets her first RBI.
Yeah, good job. I mean, that's exactly what you're supposed to do right there if you're Bennett. You got a runner at third base with less than 2 outs. You got to find a way to push that run across. Gets that ball just far enough out there to center field. Lewis makes a pretty good throw. Just a little bit tardy as it hits Mathis as she's sliding into home plate.
That was a very good throw. And that stopped again, but not enough as that speed by Dupree got her on base. And Touye made a great play, but she had a little trouble getting it out of her glove, and that's what caused the hit.
Yeah, you're right. A great stab, diving stab right there. Just couldn't get to her feet. A little slippery on that turf. Maybe couldn't get some footing. Tried to throw it from her knees.
And now,
just a little late.
Now Jenna Blanchard comes to the plate, and it has to be brought up right here. The potential 10-run rule batter is at the plate. So a home run could end it.
Fouled right back over us.
Dupree at first. Infield single. That was her first hit. She did reach and score on an intentional walk. Now Blanchard, she's got a couple of hits and was hit by a pitch. And she was caught stealing. Very active day for her. It's 9-1, 1-1, the count. That's high and outside. 2-1. Van Haverbeck's on deck. You know she has home run power. We've seen that. Blanchard has 2 home runs on the season. But she tripled off the fence post in the third. So she definitely has potential as the ball goes high, and it's 3-1. And that's a ball outside. So the 10-run base runner goes to first. Van Haverbeck will go to the plate. So a extra base hit could potentially end things right here. So Van Haverbeck has 1 hit. She lined out to first on a double play, and she struck out her last at bat. That was last inning. So Creel has gotten her on strikes. And there's a bouncer off the end of the bat to first. For the out, pitcher goes to first for the third out, but Dutchtown scores 4 more runs on 5 hits. And no errors, 2 left, and we go to the 6th, and it's 9-1. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
E-Tail is now Rev, and we were built on Louisiana know-how, serving businesses like yours with solutions and local customer service for nearly 100 years. From storm-proofing your internet, phone, and managed services to being there for you 24/7 with local reps who really get to know you. Right now, you can get 1 month free of internet and hosted phone. A simple solution for your business. Call or click today. Rev Business. Powerful solutions, unmatched local service.
Top of the 6th, Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller with you as it's 9-1. Dutchtown extends their lead in the 5th, and Freilich will go into her 3rd inning of work, and she will face 1, 2, 3. Lewis, Touye, and Reels. So far, so good for Freilich. She gave up that hit last inning that caromed off the 3rd baseman and still nearly got the out from it, but she's done well.
Yeah, the only blemish, I think she walked, did she walk the first hitter? Yeah, she walked the first hitter she faced when she came in. It eventually went around to score, but has since settled down very nicely.
Yes.
Commanded the strike zone.
Right, she gave up the unearned run on the 2-out error, dropped fly ball, or else she would not have given up any runs. So she's given up no earned runs in her 2 innings of work.
The sun playing a big factor right now, as you see.
Yes.
Everybody trying to shade their eyes.
And there's a strike at the knees to Shelby Lewis, the center fielder. She's flown out to Jenna Blanchard twice in left field. Infield playing in, maybe expecting her to sneak a bunt.
Well, we've seen Lewis try to slap that ball in the left field. You said she's flown out twice to
right, and look at the
left fielder Blanchard.
Look at where the outfielders are playing. They're closer to the infield than they are to the fence.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's trying to slap that thing to the left side.
And there's a ball. 2-1. And a bouncer, that's Van Haverbeck, and an easy out. 4-3. So Shelby Lewis grounds out to second. She's 0 for 3 on the day. Now Caden Touye, she scored the only run. She walked and she struck out. And she has a stolen base. And she's made a couple of nice plays at third.
A couple really nice plays at third. Got an eventual out on the first one. Second one, very similar, just couldn't get to her feet to make that throw.
And that is maybe in play. Did Vicknair get it, or did it hit the
net?
Hit the net.
It's pretty good concentration right there by Vicknair.
Right. I thought that was almost a spectacular play against the
Let's see if we can get a good little replay here. There we go.
Let's ask the public address announcer if that was against the screen. Proud mom at doing the public address. Physics teacher Jenny Vicknair. Now she's embarrassed. Yeah, you're welcome. 1-1. One out.
Good take right there. Fred tried to spin that one a little away from Touye. Ball starts on the outside black, fades away. Doesn't get Touye to bite at it.
Very good job. 2-1, one out. And a lot of patience there as she's taking some very close pitches. Good eye. 3-1.
I mean, so with her walk today, she's got 16 walks. She already leads the Lady Spartans in that category.
And you know she can steal a base.
Yeah, and she definitely has a good idea of the strike zone and the pitches that she wants to take a pass at.
Very impressive for a freshman. Full count. And that's off the end of the bat. Out of play. So got an update in the fifth. Santa Maria leads Live Oak 9-1.
Good rip by Touye right there. Good aggressive. Got a ball outer third right there. Got a good swing. Just pulled off a hair.
That's 3-2. And Mathis looking for some advice from the coaches. It's 9-1 here, and as we just mentioned, it's 9-1 at Santa Maria as well. And a good eye. She takes ball 4.
Good at bat by Touye again. Like I said, she's got an idea of that strike zone. She knows what she wants to swing at and what she wants to take, and she doesn't deviate from it. A lot of times you'll see some of those young hitters expand their strike zone, whenever they get 3-2 or even down in the count. Not such for Touye.
So Kate Reels is at the plate. And there's a strike on that outside corner. She's 0 for 2. Popped the first and struck out. Touye, have to see if she's going to run here. She has 1 stolen base today.
I'll be surprised if she runs. It's 9-1 now. I think it was still 5-1, or no, it was 5-0 when she. Now she's caught.
Yeah, she's caught between first and second, and the throw to second. Now back to first, gets back in time.
Yeah, got caught in no man's land right there. Mathis gave up the ball right there. I like to see Mathis run more towards at her,
Yeah.
make Touye make a move, either the first or second, then give the ball up there.
Right. But she kept the ball ahead of the runner. Made sure she didn't get to second. And a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Ooh, just missed.
That was a called strike 3.
Oh, it was?
No, it was. He called that strike 3. It was.
Okay,
there was no
different.
movement on either side.
Different.
Yeah, there was no movement on either side. But I did see this umpire. This is the third time I think we've had this umpire, and he waits a second before he pumps the fist.
Yeah, but he's usually a little more animated than that on a third.
Yeah, I recall earlier on a called third strike, he did a little dance. It seemed like almost.
Actually, he rung somebody out with 2 strikes. Rung somebody up with 2 strikes.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
So the first pitch to Waguspach is a foul strike. So Touye remains at first. And off the end of the bat, cue ball to Vic-Nair foul. 0-2. I got a feeling if there's a called strike 3 here, we'll see it for the third out. I think he was saving up his energy. Outside, and they got her again. Throw to second, out, throw to first. Safe. Looks safe from here for sure.
Yep. Good call.
And that's a ball. So Van Haverback with the throw, but not in time. And that's strike 3, isn't it? Yes.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's a lot of confusion, but that's a back-to-back reverse Ks.
Okay.
And so no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 left. And so we go to the bottom of the 6th, and I'll turn it over to Mike with our score. Dutchtown 9, East Ascension 1.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the upcoming East Ascension and Dutchtown games that we're going to stream live here on Rev Sports on the 28th of this month. We'll be at Santa Maria to see East Ascension play Santa Maria in baseball. Then East Ascension will travel to Dutchtown to play a baseball game on the 15th. And then we'll go back to East Ascension. That'll actually be at 11 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, we'll go back to East Ascension that same day. And Dutchtown will travel across the way there to play East Ascension there. For Dutchtown, on the 30th of this month, we're going to be here again watching Santa Maula watch a rematch of what we did 2 weeks ago, or last week, actually. Yes. Santa Maula will travel here for a softball game. Then we'll go to Santa Maula. Dutchtown will travel there. We'll see the baseball game. We'll be back at Dutchtown here, and EA will travel to play here at Dutchtown. And then we'll go back to East Ascension to watch Dutchtown play. So the last 2 games are going to be flip-flopped between Dutchtown and East Ascension, one at 11 o'clock, one at 6 o'clock.
Right, I'm really looking forward to that doubleheader. You don't see that very much around here. As now we go to the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th, and you have, I believe, Womack, Vicknair, and Keller coming to the plate. 2 runs could end it for the Lady Griffs. They have the 8-run lead. And a ball is taken high. So Womack with the homer, the double, and a strikeout. And that one is sky high to center and in play. Caught. Good job by Shelby Lewis for the first out.
Yeah, Womack just a hair underneath that ball right there. If not, if she gets it a little bit higher on that barrel, we could have seen the same result we did when she poked that ball out of left center field.
And she had a nice hit in the 5th that just turned out to be a double, stayed in play, dropped in front of the center fielder. Now Vicknair at the plate. She singled and scored her last at bat. And that's past the pitcher to the shortstop. Lanou over to Wagaspack for the out.
Good play right there by Lanou. Slow roll. It got to come in. It's going to be bang, bang. You have no chance to bobble that ball and still get the out. She gloves it. The transition was perfect. Good throw for the second out.
So Maddie Keller comes to the plate. 3 singles. Trying to stay perfect.
Perfect on the day.
And that's up near the chin. Taken for a ball. Creel trying to get a 1-2-3 inning after a tough 5th where she gave up 4 runs. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That's a good sign when you give up a lot of those runs and then you come back and get 2 quick outs.
Yeah, good execution right there too. She led Keller off at that pitch up and in and goes down and away for a swing and a miss.
And that's flown to right, and it's going to drop, go to the wall, and she's going to try for 3, and she'll get there. So single, triple. And she stays perfect on the day. 4 for 4.
Yeah, great effort by Madison Stevens out there. I didn't think she was going to even have a shot at that ball. You know, she's looking dead into the sun. She makes a dive just out of the reach of her outstretched glove. Great effort right there.
It really was. And Mathis will come to the plate. Strike called. Mathis does not have a home run, but a home run could end it. Strike called, 0-1. Fouled away. Good hack. Got to count 0-2. Looking ahead, if we do get to the 7th, you'll have Lanou, Burke, and Stevens. That's 5, 6, 7 coming up for East Ascension. And that's off the glove of the first baseman, and a run will score. So an RBI base hit for Mathis. She has 3 RBIs on the day. And it's 10-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. 2 strikes, kind of on the defense right there. Just protect mode. Gets a pitch, little out over the plate. Gets a barrel to it. Just a little bit too tall for Corin Wagaspack to rein in down there at first base.
Now Ariel Hayes will come to the plate. She grounded to the pitcher. She's 0 for 1. ball outside. So now the potential game-ending run is at first in Mathis. 10-1, bottom of the sixth. Extra bases could end it here. Swing and fouled away. Hayes came in for Anna White when White was replaced defensively by Van Haverbeck. White had a hit by pitch and a fielder's choice. Hayes grounded to the pitcher, as we mentioned, and a late strike call right there.
Yeah. Tough one on Hayes right there. Perfect if you're Krill. I want that pitch all day long if I'm pitching.
Couldn't do anything with that if you offered. In the dirt. Good stop.
Great stop right there by Stevens.
Right, because you could put the game-ending run on second if she doesn't do that.
Great stop.
East Ascension trying to get one more at-bat. They cannot give up one more run. And there's a shot to center, and it gets through, and this could potentially end it. They're going to send a runner home, and she will score, and that is it. And a double RBI by Hayes, and that makes it 11-1, and that'll do it for the game today. So 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th on 3 hits, and the walk-off double by Ariel Hayes ends it, and our final score is Dutchtown 11, East Ascension 1, and we'll keep it here for a moment and go through the handshakes, and then we'll take a break after that. But great job by Dutchtown. They had a tough weekend out in Alexandria, but they fought back and have gotten back-to-back wins in district after starting out.
Yeah, real easy to be kind of lethargic coming back after a tournament like the competition they just faced. Got 3 losses over there. Could have easily folded, but come right back here and pick up 2 wins, 2 really needed wins that to get them back at least even with East Ascension at 2-3 in the district.
And you see right here they're going to meet at the circle, and always a good thing to see. And so they have the little prayer moment here between both teams. Good sportsmanship. These girls have played against each other since they were kids, since they were in grade school and middle school. As that clears out, and a couple of them still talking, and I'm sure they have some friends there, as you see the seniors right there in their final potential broadcast here on Rev TV.
Yep. There we go again. We see Grace Burke, Alicia Brown, Kate Rills, and Macy Saunier. It's not pictured, Ashley Crum, but at least their last regular season Rev game of the week.
Right, they could potentially have a playoff game. They look like a potential playoff team this year, as they were 17 in the power rankings coming into today. So that'll end our 6th inning, but we will come back and after we take a short break and wrap things up. So our final score: Dutchtown 11, East Ascension 1. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, SEC Heating and Air, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Advantage Therapy, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
Welcome back, as a victorious Dutchtown Lady Griffins on their home field as they get the 10-run rule in the bottom of the 6th, with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th, as they defeat East Ascension 11-1. So what did you like out here that you saw here today, Mike?
I mean, it was really good. On both sides of the plate, Dutchtown just kind of broke out in that 3rd inning. They scored 5 runs, and then they put up a crooked number again in the 5th inning as they dropped a 4 spot. But, I mean, other than that, I liked it. I still think Ascension's got a great team. I saw a lot of good things, some great defensive plays, some aggressive at-bats, some good pitching, not a lot of walks, stayed in the zone, kind of gave their team a chance. But, Dutchtown, a couple doubles, triples, they put up the big base hits, and then that's how you get those crooked numbers up there and really quick.
And I want to mention on the East Ascension side, Caden Touye, she had a very nice game, had a couple of walks, a stolen base, and some nice plays at third base. For the Dutchtown side, of course, you got to mention the home run from Alexa Womack, as she had a couple of hits. You had the perfect day at the plate, 4 for 4 from Maddie Keller, and lots of contributors on the Dutchtown side. And the two pitchers that we saw today, Wes and Fralick, combined for no earned runs. They did give up 1 run on the error, but nice pitching performance by the combo right there.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. They kind of been splitting up. I know we saw West, for the entire game last week against Santa Ma, and it was nice to see Frelick get in there as well and, kind of split up the duties there, at least to have at least 2 pitchers that coming towards the latter half of this district play that you can lean on and then going into the playoffs as well.
And so that'll pretty much wrap up everything out here at the ballpark. We would like to remind everyone that you can watch our games live streamed on the Rev Sports 1 YouTube channel each week, as well as replays on TV on Rev Channel 4. Thanks for watching, and a reminder to join us next Tuesday at 6 from Gator Park in Santa Ma, as the Gators will host East Ascension in a District 5 5A baseball game. For Mike Moeller, I'm Jeff Porsche. You've been watching the Rev Game of the Week.